Hi, my name is Tim Fu, and I'm the founder and director of Studio Tim Fu, an architectural practice located in London. The most significant revolution I've seen for tech and AI currently is generative modeling and generative imagery, as well as large language models. I think a lot of these things can actually play onto each other, and such as one of the things our firm does is utilize large language models to code and produce spatially quantifiable data sets and modeling. And from that, we use diffusion visual models to then generate renderings. So you could say that AI is being used in a plethora of ways right now, and all of that builds together into this holistic approach of using all of it in the AEC. So one of the unique ways that AI changes the way we design and practice is how it involves, for example, our collaborators and our clients. At the very early stage, we can showcase a lot of ideas to clients. They can partake in this discussion, and they can also even come to us with their own prompted imageries, which happens more often these days. So we are accelerating the design discussion with the client right off the bat. And that helps accelerate and produce designs in high quantities so that we can ascertain a certain direction both the stakeholders, the clients, and everyone involved are happy with. And after that, you can just see the technology accelerate into implementation, into construction, into rationalization, and documentation, all of which is being accelerated right now by AI. I think we're already amidst a major technological disruption, and we are seeing jobs being replaced left and right. Architecture is, unfortunately, going to be one of them as well. But within a smaller domain of experts, I think they are in control of where generally we should develop the technology towards. Right now, we can see a lot of people who are doing traditional drafting, who are doing AutoCAD, who are doing even coding. All of those type of tasks, what I call like mental menial jobs, they are sort of more like labor work but mental, that could be simply replicated by AI. I think those will go first. And that disruption is going to change the workforce. And we're gonna have to figure out what the majority of people are going to do if the minority will make the higher, gonna be part of the higher group of people that is making the higher decisions. How are the people who is working on the nitty-gritty going to survive? Or maybe they don't. They might have to start working on more creative tasks that only humans can do. So it's all up in the air right now, and for us and our team, we're just at midst of adapting ourselves to that progress. Right now, I think AI is quite accessible to many, and the easiest thing is to look at what's out there. We don't have a one solution to any specific task. Depending on what you're trying to achieve, there's different tools out there. Right now, there's no monopoly yet. So many tools out there, each have their own distinct advantages. So my suggestion isn't to specifically look at one tool, but to look at what your goals are and start researching the different tools that's available already. You have generative AI modeling and generative visualization, all of which are just fingertips away from typing what you want and generating. That's a good start. Large language model as well, that's readily available. It's only getting better by the day. And in fact, it's probably the most powerful AI tool set that one can have, because not only does it provide quantifiable resolution to certain questions or inquiries and solving problems, even spatial problems. We're using it to solve urban design problem challenges and helping using large language model to create subsystems in which we can actually produce physical outputs. So if you start to look into that field, it kind of opens the door to a lot more things, and just go in your own direction, because everyone is trying to scratch the surface of what AI could be. I think it's very important to bring people together, to share knowledge, and to also understand what is in the market, who are the key players, and who's making waves and why, right? Because we have a lot of different ways to approach artificial intelligence as a tool, and AEC is quite, there's multiple facets that you have to address. Anything from materials to technical to interior to design. I think if you break down the domain of architecture, I think each portion of the pipeline, there's incentives to invite automation and AI into the process. And overall, collectively, as a holistic process, we think we'll be able to come together at some point, humanity and AI, to just accelerate this process, going from concept to construction to realization and all the way to maintenance and management.